when people say protesting in California is not going to do anything, because you're wasting your time, activism doesn't move the needle, it just is noise in the background, what do you say to that?
I mean, no business as usual during a genocide is really the main point why we're gathering here. And also, for those of us that are completely horrified about what's going on, these are the only people that I want to be around, that I can be around, that actually are horrified by what's happening and wanting to build and dream a better world than what we're currently facing. And also, that perspective, in my opinion, is really just a privileged white supremacist way of thinking, because you're removed from it, so you think that this advocacy is doing nothing, but we're horrified, and this is kind of one of the only ways we can really firstly express that, and secondly gather with other people that are equally as horrified. And this isn't the only thing that we're doing. You know, we do a lot of other events and social actions and advocacy, and so this is really just a space to express our horror and that we are against this, in addition to all these other things that we are doing, because just protesting in the streets isn't enough and won't end this genocide, but it is part of this fight.
Do you think bringing it to the public view this way does anything to broaden the discussion?
Yeah, I do. And we've experienced that too, just in the community building that we're doing, and also the other events that we're doing. And we do weekly film screenings every week, and they're really, really tough films to watch, but they're very much give accurate history and present reality of what's going on, where I think a lot of people have understood that there's conflict or whatever you want to call it there, but weren't really clear that this is a complete illegal military occupation of Palestine, funded by our tax dollars. And so I do think it is providing a space for people to recognize what's actually going on versus just whatever the U.S. media has been telling them and feeding them.
Right. Okay, on that note, that's a good segue. I wanted to ask you for recommended sources for news, people who may be completely new to the issue, but also for people who think they have their mind wrapped around the issue, but maybe some more research needs to be done. What would you recommend?
Number one, Al Jazeera. They are the only news source that has people on the ground in Gaza. Mondowise is based in Israel. They're Israeli news source. If you want to get your source from Israelis versus Arabs.
Can you repeat that one? I didn't catch it.
Mondowise.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I would really just recommend following, for people that have Instagram accounts, following Wizard Bisan or Motaz Azeza, these people that have been documenting their own genocide, especially, just in light of, our president continuing to deny this is genocide. If I just firmly believe if people were to go and watch these videos that they're posting every single day, and they have been for the last 120 days.
And tell me a little bit about these independent journalists in Gaza, right? They are Palestinian, they live there, they're documenting really their own realities.
Yeah, I mean, they've been journalists their whole lives. A lot of young people become journalists just because of what they're enduring and what they're living, but whoever knew that they would be living the day of filming just the most horrific things that I think probably any of us have ever seen live broadcast on TV. So that's really my number one recommendation. If you're a little bit on the fence, it should completely change your mind and open you up to this horrific reality.
Free, free Palestine! 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 Free, free